Good time for a reupload now. Welcome back to my channel, and this is an old video that I was gonna upload to my collab channel with Celdo Time, linked in the description. He's kind of my best friend. Yeah, it's called Matt and Vin. I'll probably link that as well. Not a lot of videos there. We sort of forgot its existence for a while. Anyways, this is a older video from like half a year ago, so I don't share a lot of the political viewpoints that I did then, nor do I share the same sense of humor with my younger self. Also, I tend to stutter a lot, unlike how I'm speaking fluently now. I've been trying to work on my stutter. I think I've made some progress, by the way, just wanted to mention that. Still stumble over my words sometimes and second guess myself, but meh, progress is progress. Roll video!
Hi, I'm Matt.
And I'm Vin.
And this is our collab channel.
And this is our collab channel. And if you thought this was our main channel,
then you are double plus unbased.
So today we're going to be explaining the... I forgot to mention this video is rather cringe. You'll see that in a minute with all the audio glitches into camera quality and so on and so forth and so forth and so on. Last interruption, I swear it. Political compass, to anyone who doesn't know what the political compass means.
Yes, but we're gonna do the 3D compass. Kinda. We're gonna just gloss over the third axis, but you know, the two axes are the fun ones.
Yeah.
Someone over here next to my boy Vin is literally dying. What's going on?
He inhaled wood.
Hey, I know that feeling. I love. Don't you? A person I like when I inhale wood, but some don't.
Oh god, he swallowed wood chips.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Totally.
Yeah, totally.
Anyway, I swallowed wood.
About the political compass, Alex. It's kind of a main staple.
So, all right, so we're gonna start. Who should we start with?
Well, I thought we agreed that we would start with alt-right and go clockwise from there.
I know, Vin. I was just trying to get you to segue into the next section of the video.
Well, there's your segue.
Sorry, gotta go. My chicken's done.
Well, while we wait for our special guest to return.
While we let that simmer.
Well,
let's go to Celdo International Corner.
I guess we should.
Today's
I guess we should explain
just talk.
What axes mean.
Okay, well, all three, but yeah, the two ones are gonna be the fun ones. So, the first axis is called the social axis, meaning from authoritarian to libertarian. Meaning, basically, what... Your turn,
yeah,
Dan.
Basically, authoritarian is safety and laws, and libertarian is freedom for the people.
Yeah, then, well, I don't... And then the economic axis, left and right. Left right being more like...
Right
is like free market capitalism. And left is more of those socialism and communism if you want to be extreme about it. But it's not all communism. Some people think.
Left is return to monk, right is progress.
Conservative, yes, and then there's the third axis, conservative to progressive. If you don't know what that words mean, then where have you been in the last 10 years?
Yeah.
Anyway.
But for any troglodytes watching this video, conservative is no gays bad, and progressive is no gays good.
Okay, conservative. And progressive is I like men. That's what it is. Anyway. I think we got all three.
No, you're not. Alex!
Wait, what? Who? What's going on?
Alex was talking about pickles.
Oh God, not pickles. Anyway, so start. So alt-right. Most commonly associated with alt-right is the conservative alt-right. Now, they're not all conservative. A lot of them are progressive, but stereotypes funny, so that we're making them conservative, and you're just gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah. Alt-rights are usually seen as racist, bigoted, fascist, and xenophobic, which is kind of true.
Yes, and they also tend to be very, very, very religious.
Mm-hmm. Rapping
And
for Jesus.
yes, and they often see themselves anyway as these big, macho, very like true, like a man's man. Although most of them are buying the, those thigh high socks that are like white, pink, yeah, wearing those.
Yeah.
But then there's a special breed of alt-right called the water lemon.
Mm-hmm. Water lemons.
Which is basically an alt-right who thinks they're a lib-right, and we'll explain what a lib-right is after. But these are the kind of people who are like, oh, I love freedom, broski. The Republican Party cares about my freedom. And then the lib-rights all, oh, cool. So you want to, oh, cool. So we'll come with me, we'll smoke some weed, and attend a gay wedding. No, bro, sorry, I can't condone. That stuff should be banned, of course. That's what a water lemon is.
Yeah, water lemon.
Like, I don't care if you hold those values, but just be honest with yourself.
Yeah, just be honest. You don't pretend like you're lib-right if you're alt-right. Be proud of your fascist heritage.
Be proud of your heritage, period. That's what they're proud of. Heritage! But you know what's interesting? Despite their xenophobia, race, and all that, alt-right's the most diverse ethnically of all the quadrants.
Well, that's a bra moment, isn't it?
Yes, they are the most ethnically diverse because every single culture has some sort of nationalism to them.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
even the Jews have a fascist type ideology called Zionism. Well, it's not fascism, it's like nationalism, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Fascism,
nationalism. They're both pretty evil.
Well, it depends what you think is evil and what do you define as nationalism. But usually they're not very good.
Mm-hmm.
And the most...
Not to be confused with patriotism.
Yes, not to be confused. All right. So after alt-right, it's basically, let's break it down. A traditional person who's in denial that they're not a true manly man, but they want to be a manly man. All right.
So, yeah.
Is that enough explanation for you?
Yeah. Progressive alt-rights are basically feminists who want to be a manly man.
Kinda, sorta. Honestly, I don't know. I thought we were gonna keep it simple, but yeah.
Yeah, I just... Well, you said we skim over them. We skim over them.
Yeah, we'll skim.
Just sort of
mention
it. Up next is the lib-right, a.k.a. the American psychopath.
Yes. So the lib-right,
they're Sigma male red pill mindset, or should I say grindset? Because they got the only thing they care about is that grind.
Yes, and so they tend to be on the third axis, in the middle, but leaning progressive. They don't really care pretty much on that axis. They're usually progressive. They're progressive except for when they're not. I guess that makes sense. They're progressive except when they're not.
They change their company logo to rainbow for 1 month out of the year to show that they're progressive.
And then the month right after they change it to the American flag.
Or
but
black during
usually it
Juneteenth.
can be progressive. Unless you're a Hoppian, then you're not. But if you're not a Hoppian, then chances are you're progressive. So, the lib-right, basically, they support very minimal government, as well as not all of them, but a laissez-faire kind of economy, like capitalism to the point of like no restrictions at all. Because even standard capitalism
Detroit.
has restriction. What?
Basically Detroit.
Not Detroit.
Well,
Detroit's
how
taxes are
Detroit
too
is
high.
described in RoboCop, where because
I would describe lib-right as Somalia, the country, the African country of Somalia.
Yeah.
That's basically a failed nation for you.
I was just thinking about America because I took the test and well, I'm an alt-right, so I bleed red, white, and blue.
Yes. But America was founded upon the ideals of the lib-right, you see. And so basically, and they're under the influence of like Ayn Rand and John Locke, those philosophers. And usually they are seen as either one of three things: a sleazy businessman who's going overseas to dodge taxes and buy children for $5, the pedophile, because and then thirdly, the chat cowboy. Usually they are none of those things. Usually they are the kind of neckbeard Sigma male watching anime in their mom's basement.
Yeah.
Talking about people are lazy.
Yeah, they're very sick.
I'm a Sigma male. So yeah, they can be based, but if we're talking about stereotypes, so let's break it down. This neckbeard who likes money, guns, and underaged women.
Yeah.
That's basically that gist of it.
And now we enter cringe territory.
Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. The lib left.
All hate, messy men, taking shots of estrogen. We're feminine.
With a leftist economy, these tend to be hyper progressive. Of course, sometimes the conservative lib left, such as anarcho-primitivists who want to return to monkey, and like the Quakers, basically. As well as kind of the French Revolution, but not really. The French Revolution was lib left, and that's the only time I can think of based lib left.
Yeah, that
the French Revolution was based.
But most of the time, they're very just, let's make 80 million more genders and assign them each their own sign, flag, and bathroom. And also let's legalize all this illegal stuff like murder and a bunch of other stuff like LSD.
LSD's fire, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. But
let's make it more accessible for our children by having it run rampant through our streets by legalizing it.
Well, the lib-right, I forgot to mention, also likes them a lot. Specifically, coke. If I were to assign every quadrant a drug, alt-right alcohol, lib-right cocaine, lib-left weed, and alt-left heroin. We'll see about alt-left later. So, the lib-left is like, they see themselves as kind of these white saviors who are defending the rights of the people, minorities, and other oppressed groups.
Even though they're really just using these groups as a scapegoat against criticism, valid criticism against their actions.
Yes,
really,
and
most of the groups that they
oftentimes
support are actually more conservative in their values.
George Floyd, for example. This is about to get a little controversial.
Uh-oh.
Did you know that George Floyd didn't welcome to Soto's controversial corner? George Floyd didn't support BLM. I want to let you know that. Anyway.
Yeah. You can... And also, let that serve as a reminder that you can be of color and not support BLM because you see it as way too preachy, and by putting these minorities atop an untouchable pedestal of social justice, you make them a bigger target for actual bigotry. Come back to Matt and
We explain things. Welcome back to Two Guys Mansplaining. Today, we're going to continue upon the idea of what?
I said, live left cringe. They should all die in a fire. Sorry.
You'll be kind of.
I really have a bad cough. You know, I think I might have caught in some alt-right. Alex, I swear to whatever God you believe in, that I'm just going to...
Actually, not even joking.
Please.
Stop.
Stop. If I eat this, will you go away? And you're gonna remain quiet, right?
Unless if you're gonna ask questions about the video, be quiet.
So yeah.
God. Moses, God. Anyway.
Anyways, today we're gonna be talking about alt-left.
We didn't even finish our thought on lib-left.
Right. Well, I think we got the point kind of across that they're kind of cringe.
The lib-left female is going to be that orange hair Ramona Flowers type girl at school. And the male lib-left is going to be a cup.
Yeah.
Who drinks soy milk.
Soy boy.
Okay. Now that we got that out of it. The alt-left. The alt-left actually has the fewest memes about it, honestly.
Surprisingly.
There isn't really a definitive, like, what an alt-left person is. I have my definition, though, and I hope that's okay.
Hey, you want to know what also doesn't have a lot of success in the past?
My mom! No, what? Communism honestly doesn't. Communism kind of cringe. NGL. It's like the worst.
Speaking
but of course, communism just... alt-left.
Yeah, they love that stuff for some reason.
Alt-lefts are the only quadrant that we might actually have to specify the conservative and progressive one. Because, like, they are... Like, alt-left tends to be, like, right there in between them. Because, like, there's a conservative version, like Stalin, and there's, like, the progressive, let's just say, unaffiliated with that.
There's Stalin and Lenin.
Basically, haha, communism equals no food.
Yeah, communism equals no food.
And having no food can make you kind of sad. Also, another movement in Russia at the time was called nihilism. And you know what nihilism is?
I think I might.
Yeah, you know, Goths are nihilists. And, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And so basically, I like to think of alt-lefts as kind of like the doomer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who just want workers' rights. Boomer, doomer, zoomer, doomer.
The doomer.
That's literally what it is. Alt-right. Alt-right. Alt-left doomer. Lib-left zoomer. Lib-right coomer.
And then alt-right is... base
Boomer, I already said boomer, but okay.
Okay. Still base Chad.
Boomer, doomer,
Red
coomer.
pill base.
Boomer, doomer, coomer. No, the coomer's the base Chad. Liberate's the base
Chad. Because
Chad.
they're both right, and they're not left.
Well, economically speaking, because let's not be these cringe people. We gotta specify.
Why? What do you want?
Wow. Anyways, the alt left is kind of a doomer. All they want is a strong central government and distributed wealth. That's all they want. They can't pay their student loans, but yet their ideology keeps crumbling. So that's why I like to view them as a doomer.
Like being like communism will work. This is only the 8,000th time it's been practiced.
Yeah.
And even then, it wasn't real communism.
Well, you know, there's two types of communists. It wasn't real communism, no. And the Chad, it was real communism, and it was glorious.
It was real communism, and it was glorious. Yeah, it's never worked in practice. Just stop, you guys.
Well,
stop.
Just stop living.
Like, the pile of bodies that you're responsible for is getting pretty high now. Like, it's getting higher than Outright's pile of bodies from the Holocaust, and that's kind of making me jealous.
Already, Stalin himself already surpassed him. So,
like, you're starting to get me a little jealous with your giant pile of bodies.
But most ideologies in the entire world are alright. So basically, I think every single country on this planet is alt-right except for like 5 countries that aren't that are alt-right. That alt-left. There are 5 countries and the rest are alt-right. Well, no, Somalia is lib-right, and Somalia sucks. Every quadrant has a failed nation. Okay, like let's be real here.
Yeah, everyone has a failed nation.
Like right, failed nation is, but
has the most. They have the most.
Left failed nation. They'll still be a million. Lib-right's failed nation. Somalia. Somalia is poopy, but you know what? I don't care. Somalia base because I said so.
20 men, they tried to take a 20 men that made a slip. And 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Take away the chorus.
Then I forgot. Big iron. But yeah, then there's a friend for Cowboy Lib-right. Pirate Lib-left. Who would Pirate Lib-left or Cowboy Lib-right? Who was winning in the fight?
And then we have Trump fan alt-right.
AKA the water lemon trademark. Oh, speaking about left, there's also this. Speaking about left, there's the watermelon. Green on the outside, red on the inside. Oh, we forgot to specify what the colors are. Alt left's red, alt right's blue, lib right's yellow, and lib left's green. Just wanted to. So yes.
Green boy.
There's a watermelon. Who are green on the outside, but actually on the inside. Basically, these are the people like, we should castrate all men and make it illegal for them to go outside after 8 o'clock.
Bruh, that's literally the Democrats. They want to bring more freedom by via bigger government. By putting in more checks and balances to make sure that you can't to make sure you can't walk outside without paying at least 10,000 gay people each $10,000.
Well, all Democrats are up center because their economy is more of a welfare capitalist type state, but still.
Unpaused.
But yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Wait, we forgot the most important one. The centrists. These are just they just want the grill.
Well, there's two kinds. There's the apolitical centrist, like I just want to grill, and the super wacky neo-Confederate, gay, weed-smoking, Jew-killing, tax-evading centrist.
Yeah, they're cringe, but Grill Dad is Pog. Grill Dad is Pog.
A million. When you are all extremists combined, you can also be centrist. So it just depends on what you
Want to grill.
just want to die. What? No, I want to live. Some people actually die, and that's kind of cringe. Like, stop. Kind of cringe, bro.
Grill
Making
Dad
me
just
cringe.
wants to grill.
Yeah, but then the aughts take away, though. Then what do you do?
He buys a new grill.
He buys a grill?
Yes, because capitalism.
Who radicalized you? Who radicalized you, former centrist? They took away my grill. I already bro-fisted you.
Yeah, because haha, capitalism good.
They banned grills from the market.
Then he'll just go offshore to get his grill.
Centrist keeps going closer and closer to liberating. It just keeps moving closer. Keeps getting radicalized because he wants the grill.
He just wants the grill.
So, Alex, did you learn anything?
No, he didn't.
Because that's the entire reason we've been doing this. We've been asking you questions. Well, not asking you, but you know.
What?
So yeah, base pog. Did you learn anything?
No, he didn't. He's just been watching YouTube the entire time. This was more of an educational video for the viewers. In case you're, in case you're an absolute troglodyte, and you don't know about the political compass.
Political compass memes, or if you don't, honestly, they can be seen as kind of cringe. Some people think cringe. I honestly kind of like them, but you think they're cringe. I don't care. So
I want to reiterate, I no longer share any of these viewpoints with my former self.
yeah.
Seldo just wants to
By the way,
with his grill that he had built for him by his child slaves because liberate.
Well, my favorite, but yeah. So now that we explain what it is in an hour-long video, I think it's time to say goodbye to the viewer. Bye bye.
Late and don't be a lib left.
Unless you wanna.
I got it.
And that's it. That's all she wrote.